And with the internet, you have eBay and Discogs. Do you do anything with Discogs or?
I do. I certainly purchase stuff for myself,
Mm-hmm.
and that comes down to after you've been in the music business for a long time, your tastes get really, really, really deep.
Yes.
I become obsessed with very strong. I'm obsessed with harp records.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with accordion records, and my collection is not that valuable. Nobody's gonna want my collection. My wife's gonna burn my collection when I die. But personally, I like these records, and so. Something like Discogs or eBay are the only way to dig up these relatively obscure records from like the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
And but for the store, I do sell on Discogs as well. But primarily, the store always gets first dibs on interesting things. So if I've got something particularly collectible or interesting, it sits in the store for a solid 6 months or a year, that kind of thing. I'll drop the price a little bit. But then if it is a collectible item, I know somebody wants it, I'll turn it around and sell it on Discogs, or I'll turn around and sell it on eBay. I used to do eBay more often, a little less so now.
Okay.
I think I do Discogs more often.
And is there a reason why you don't do as much eBay now, or it's just,
It really depends on what it is. eBay is a little worn out, I feel like. eBay has become more of a set sale shopping place versus I think there's just too much distraction.
That's true.
I
can see that.
Where people were excited about the auctions in the past.
Right.
So you'd put something up for a penny that is a $100 record and eventually get to $80 or maybe $120 or
Sure.
whatever. These days, you throw it up at a penny and it might hit $10, it might hit $100, and you don't know. There's a huge gulf because there's not as many people in there and excited about the auction.
Right, and bidding on, right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I can see that, definitely.
So in some ways, eBay, for me personally, for a seller, works better as just sort of a set sale thing. Like, well, this $50 record, I'll put it out for $50. Somebody will bump into it and want it.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Discogs is the same, but Discogs is such a specific market that it's only records. So it's just a better place. You're going to get more eyeballs, more people who are really interested in just buying.
Right, because if they're specifically looking for that record, they're going to type that in,
right,
see the price, and say, oh, okay, I'll take that.
Yeah,
very good, very good. So, and I know I'm bouncing around a little bit, but records and books.
Yeah.
You have an interest in both.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so was this always a record and a bookstore, or?
Oh yeah, I started out that way. Well, and one of the reasons I started with the records and books is, like I was saying before, that when I would go to these estate sales and things like that, I'd see these wonderful books. A lot of them were, in some ways, I don't want to say run-of-the-mill, but popular books, say like Kurt Vonnegut books, something like that. And super popular novelists, sold well since the 70s, the 60s, and the 70s. And I'd find the original editions of these things. Maybe they're paperbacks, but they were cool covers. They were interesting variation versus, the 90s jacket or the jacket that was made in 2000, that kind of thing. And not super valuable. It's worth $4 or $5 or something like that for me to resell. But it was very cool. So I began collecting all these things, as well as oddball, more eclectic books on fingerprints from the 30s, books on, I'm trying to think of other things, anything odd like that would strike me, in addition to solid philosophy books or fiction or what have you, art books, that kind of thing. And trying to get a really interesting curated collection. The store, again, when you take a look at the store, it's not a typical bookstore in that it's not bookshelves jammed from the floor to the ceiling.
Right.
Double deep on each shelf, that kind of thing. My idea was not... My idea when I opened this shop was that I wanted to do a high-end, expensive shoe store with books.
Nice.
Where you walk in one of these stores in, like, Manhattan, and there's 10 pedestals, 10 spotlights, and like 10 pairs of $5,000 shoes. I wanted to have 10 books in the store.
Right.
Okay, you can't make any money doing that.
So I want to thank you. Thank you very much for
You're very welcome.
letting us come in and take the time to show your shop, and you're so gracious and everything like that. And we're going to do some shopping. So, but as always, support your local record stores.
Absolutely.
And your bookstores, and just keep them in business. Keep vinyl alive, keep books alive.
Here.
Keep hope alive.
Thanks, Terry.
Thanks a lot, Tim.
Yeah, you bet.
Take care. All right.